Alright, and welcome back to Taste Panel for Chili Nerds. Guys, here, episode 269 happening today. A big surprise today. We're doing a sauce from Mexico. Alright, hey, yeah, Mexican sauces always welcome here on the panel. Really a fun thing to be doing, exploring the sauces from that country. Something we've studied pretty intensively here. Have another candidate here I've been really longing to try, guys. This one here being Seven Mares. I believe I need to brush up on my Spanish still. One of these days, guys, I'm going to do it. You think I would have by now with all the Mexican sauces we've been tasting. But anyway, guys, just means 7 C's. You can see the little cartoon character there. He's a pepper pirate happening. Some seafood underneath him there, bringing this particular sauce to theme. Okay, yeah, it says here in English, seafood hot sauce. So hey, this one here has a particular purpose. Today we're going to find out just how this guy differs from some other Mexican sauces, being that it is particular to seafood. So anyway, guys, this stuff here, as usual with a lot of these Mexican sauces, has some Spanish writing on it, as well as some English writing. It doesn't really have a story going on, so I'm going to search out the English ingredients list. We'll run through that, get on to tasting 7 C's, and hey, we'll see where we stand with this guy. Okay, guys, says here, dried pepper, vinegar, salt, spices, tomato paste, modified starch, xanthan gum, antioxidant, and sodium benzoate as a preservative. It may contain some of these colors: a yellow number 5, yellow number 6, and red number 40. Well, hey guys, if they don't know what's in here, then I don't either. So hey, we're gonna taste it. Nothing sounding really particular there. That's differentiating this sauce with any outstanding seafood-like ingredients going on, at least here as far as American seafood cuisine goes. So hey, let's cut the label and see what happens. We've got to be careful here, guys. The Mexicans really love their plastic bottles, so every time you cut, you got to be careful you actually don't cut into the bottle itself. So let me shake that up. And sauce is kind of on the dark side. Looks kind of like a red closing in on burgundy color, leaving a lot of lacing in the neck there. Sometimes the plastic bottles retain the sauce, giving it a real translucent look there. Let's take this cap off. All right, hey, this one comes right off. If you're into convenience, you can pop that right open, snap it on. Kind of actually has a little bit of an extracty smell coming off of it. Kind of a real capsaicin-like aroma. That in itself is kind of bringing a queasy stomach on, because this stuff here in the neck is sort of looking like a Blair's hot sauce. I don't like Blair's extract sauces at all. My battles with those have kind of left this kind of aroma, queasy stomach correlation thing going on. This guy kind of smelling a little extracty. Don't know if it is. Not too pleasant of a smell. Picking up a bit of those dried chilies, that is happening too, which may be aiding in that aroma. Yeah, I don't know. We're hoping there's no extract in this, but guys, if there's extract in it, hey, we'll face that fear as we dump this off. Really a creamy body. You can see that happening. Again, a dark sauce. This guy here looking darker than a lot of other Mexican sauces we've had on here, but yet retaining that kind of creamy body that we've seen in Valentina, Salsa Huichol, San Luis a little while ago, La Guacamaya. So kind of having that type of character, perhaps some spices maybe evident in there, but overall pretty solid looking. So here we go, Seven Mares. Here it is. All right. Up front, vinegar coming through. Some of those dried peppers coming through. Guys, honest to God, has extracty type flavors going on. Perhaps again, fruits of those dried peppers. We have in here not a whole lot else going on. Vinegar, salt, dried peppers, all coming together to produce kind of a real extracty flavor in this guy. Forgot to mention, this here is a Castillo product. We also looked at their habanero sauce, the red stuff, which I did like a lot. If you want to check out their array of sauces, go to www.salsacastillo.com. Check out their stuff. Overall, guys, here, not thrilled with this. I don't believe that there is any extract present in here because heat's certainly not something that's really rising. Certainly not something really killer here. Could be, again, those dried peppers bringing across that almost kind of astringent, weird, extracty taste, which only extract seems to taste like. People out there familiar with that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't see why you would want your natural sauce tasting that way. But this here, guys, kind of getting a little lip burn going on, especially on the top lips, kind of flanging out like a 70s mustache across my top lip. Kind of getting a little burn going on in the back of the tongue area as I'm speaking, and my lips are kind of clashing together as I'm always blabbing, kind of starting to pick up some heat on the lower lip as well. Overall, guys, though, not really a strong heat, not really all that strong on flavor. Lots of salt happening in there right now. Kind of actually, as the heat, there wasn't a lot to start, but as that even starts to die down, kind of getting a black peppery taste coating the tongue. Again, dried peppers hanging in there. Not really my thing. Don't know how this relates to seafood. Really doesn't have a garlicky or cocktail sauce-like flavor. We're not really getting any Old Bay spices or anything like that that you might associate with seafood. The biggest seafood thing that I can think of with this is the actual imagery on the bottle itself. We have a lot of sea images going on here, cartoon and real life alike. However, not knowing, I don't know if I would really want this particular sauce on my seafood. Don't know that I would go gung-ho to put this on anything, considering there are a whole lot of sauces out there to choose from. If I was to look up Castillo hot sauces, I would much rather prefer the habanero, the red habanero sauce that we've reviewed in the past. Really good stuff. This here, again, not really floating my boat. Not overly interested in dried peppers, though I've done some work with those in the past. Had some successes with that. We've had some really good Mexican sauces on here featuring dried peppers, so I don't know if that's really the problem, but again, it's really evident in this guy, taking away from kind of the fresh, fruity quality of the chilies themselves, and plus bringing in salt and vinegar, which can be a little bit overkill if not in balance, and there's not a whole lot going on here to balance those things. And again, that strange extracty aroma, kind of extracty flavor going on, and I don't know, guys, this one could very well be a pass for me. But hey, not to take away from Castillo Hot Sauces, again, had some good stuff from them. So alright, kind of have this little burn going on towards the back of the tongue, back of the throat area, not rising to any great proportions whatsoever today, but kind of we'll see where the flavor gets as the show goes on. Alright, hey, want to quick do some talking here, guys. Hey, if you caught the episode where I reviewed the hot sauce, The Rapture, I proceeded on that show to talk about the rapture in the sermon part of the show. Caught a little friendly flack for that one. Okay, guys, but nothing strenuous or straining, just kind of some friendly conversation here, which disagreement came up. It's interesting to note here, guys, that when I'm presenting something on the show, I'm usually stating my own interpretation, or what the parts of the Bible. That's not all the Bible, first of all, and not all of it is concrete. Okay, there are parts that are kind of sort of vague, that leave things open for our own interpretations. Okay, and as a result of this, different schools of thought come about. All right, the rapture being one of those things. The rapture questions about when this event is going to occur, first of all. Okay, some people believe it's going to happen in the future, before the tribulation period, and some people believe that it's going to happen after the tribulation period. Okay, so that, in addition to the second coming that I was talking about as well, that will also affect the view of the second coming. Will Jesus be coming to rapture his church? Has he already? Is this something that's yet to happen, with only one coming, and that being the second coming of Christ there? So this is, again, open for interpretation. When you read the Bible here, if things are not crystal clear or directly stated, it leaves us to interpret certain things. Now this, guys, is different from false teachings. False teachings take you away and outside of the Bible. This is kind of more an introverted type of thing, actually going into the Bible itself and drawing certain conclusions. Things sometimes it will have to make sense to you, and you'll pick the best possible answer of what you get out of it, of reading certain passages. So again, these things are inherent, where different schools of thought develop. The important thing is not to sit and argue about such things like that, because I think the people who believe that the rapture is going to happen before the tribulation are those who believe it's going to happen after the tribulation period. The important thing being, I think that all these people can agree that we are saved through Christ by faith and by the grace of God. So kind of minor quibbles at the end of the day with this type of thing, but definitely something that's open to debate, worthy of discussion, talking amongst Christians themselves. And again, you will find people with different ideas or different takes or different interpretations on the Bible. Again, here on the panel, I bring you what makes the most sense to me. Okay, so hey, I guess it's, at the end of the day, my show. I do my talking. But hey, everybody's feel free to write in. And some people have written into me about that. And hey, just want to make clear that divisions in such things between Christians don't ever separate us from Christ. So that's all I want to say today. And we'll be back in 8 to 10 minutes. 7 matters, all these numbers happening. So, all right, guys. Hey, we'll be back. Join me then. Hi, and welcome back to the panel, guys. Here again, 7 mares, or 7 C's, Mexican hot sauce. Guys, Again, not one of my favorites, this program. Not really doing much for me. Kind of let everything settle in my mouth right now. Kind of overwhelming, dry pepper taste. A little saltiness still hanging on there. Yeah, I took it by the spoon, guys. I don't know. I guess the true test of this thing is going to be how it tastes on food. I have one more look at that. Kind of on the thin side, but still retains a creamy body. Didn't have too much trouble with the texture of the sauce. More of that aroma, bringing about visions of extract, which right away for me is kind of a turnoff, unless we're really looking for a good hot burn, which this one does not have. So it seems like we kind of have the worst of both worlds here with this. We're not really getting a big burn, and we're really kind of still tasting the mimicry of those flavors, and I'm holding the salt and dried peppers responsible for that. Doesn't say what kind of peppers they used here with this. I don't know. So that's my guess is as good as yours. But yeah, not one of my favorites here on the panel today, guys. What can you say? You can't win them all. So hey, we're gonna wrap it for this guy today, and we're going to be back next show, perhaps with something a little more exciting, a little more heat, a little more flavor. Never hurts anybody. So hey, read your Bible, say your prayers. I'll see you next show. Bye bye.